because this is obviously pretty technical discussion, we'll have that discussion afterwards, and I can get the details of what you're trying to. I presume it's in your letter, Don, so we can address that. I'm going to now pass to my colleagues, because I'm not going away, and on those matters of a dialogue, Don is here. I suggest what you do is let Don know those specific issues that you want answers to, and we'll see what we can do about getting you a written answer.
See some action.
The government anymore, but when I was minister, I hated people to be treated differently. I was in a meeting with Ian Gorst. I came from it, actually, they're still having it now online, when I came out here, and I pressed him this morning on the discrimination that's facing Jersey fishermen in the face of French fishermen, and I said it's fundamentally wrong that French boats and Jersey boats fish alongside each other out there. They take the same catch out of the water, and they're treated absolutely differently when it comes to landing, when it comes to classification of waters, and all those things. I said that just cannot continue. If there's one thing that winds me up, it's people being treated differently doing the same job, and I will continue to press government to get rid of that discrimination and treat everybody the same. We should be able to land our catches into France just as easily as we used to. We fish the same fish, we fish alongside each other, and I know you guys want to get out fishing. I know the local guys who have relied on their income for decades want to get out fishing. This is not necessarily a local dispute, it's a dispute at much higher levels. It's very political, very unnecessary, and not good.
And paperwork free.
Thank you for turning out today, and for my part, I'm all with you. The end goal is to preserve our waters for our children and our grandchildren. I will work with you to establish where we are with these licences. It's quite wrong that there's a significant imbalance, and my role is to scrutinise government, and I will pledge that we will do that. We will discuss with you how we can sort this licence imbalance out. It's quite wrong, no question about it. Thanks very much.
We need a 6-mile limit. We need a 6-mile limit, the same as Europe and the rest of the planet.
I appreciate the comments of my support, and I buy into every word they say. Now, I can see why you expect me to produce the action. I wish I could do that, and if I could, I would. Now, I just need to say one thing. This agreement, I started by saying, this agreement was not of our making. We have had to try and make it work. It plainly does not work. Now, I don't know where that takes us as Jersey, but I can't disregard the fact there are much bigger consequences if we break that agreement. So I think there is huge politics going on this, international politics, and we are just small minnows. And at the moment, we are not in complete control of our situation. But I tell you what, we can stand firm, and government is standing firm against the threats and, I believe, intimidation that we've seen, and you've all suffered.
John, just before you go,
A new haircut.
Someone just pointed out that I had a new haircut. Thank you. That was this morning. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, I will be honest and say that my political attention in recent months has been focused on the housing crisis, which absolutely is a crisis and something that we desperately need action on. So the reason I'm here today is to listen to you, because this is a subject that I'm not as familiar on as some of my other political colleagues are. What I do have are some basic principles, and number one there is fairness, and that doesn't appear to be the case with how Jersey's fishermen and fisherwomen are being treated. That's certainly not the case. The discrimination is clearly wrong, and I for one would like to see a future where in generations to come we can benefit from a sustainable fishing stock for us all to enjoy, not just for your livelihoods and the economic benefit that that generates, but also our quality of life. Having nice food to eat would be great, and I think there are some real concerns about that. I don't have the answers to that. I've not come here to give answers. I've come to listen because I haven't had that opportunity before. So the only thing I would want to say at this point is well done for standing up for yourselves and standing up for your island. I'm here to listen, and I'll stick around afterwards if any of you want to come and have further discussions with me. But thank you for being here and standing up for yourselves.
John, what's going on in Guernsey? We don't hear much about Guernsey, but they're catching the same fish. So why are they so quiet? Why haven't they got this problem? Who's negotiating for them?
I prefer to talk about that separately, please.
Well, it's the same problem, John. It's the same fish.
We're here for Jersey today. We are. We're here for Jersey.